Hello, I'm Kathy Chester, and this is Move It or Lose It, a podcast about all things that move the mind, body, spirit, and soul. Hello, welcome to another edition of Move It or Lose It. And today your guest is me, and I'm going to be talking about courage. So I've had a great experience with the word courage. It is something that I prayed about in the beginning of the year, as I do every year. I always pray for a word that will challenge me. And the word that I got this year was courage. And so it follows the year before, which was bold. So this year, my word has been courage. And let's go over the definition of what courage means. So courage is a mental or moral strength that to venture, persevere, and withstand danger, fear, and difficulty. Well, I can tell you this. Today, I had the absolute privilege and honor to be with a man that you may remember back to episode, let's see my notes, to episode 56, when I interviewed Adam Powell. So today was Adam's walk, his MS walk. And fortunately, I got to see it because usually my clients or the people I interview are sometimes states away. And today, Adam was only 40 minutes from me. So I was so happy and delighted to be able to surprise him and come to his walk. And all I can say was how taken back I was by his courage and the family and love that he had surrounding him. So today displayed a beautiful way that we exhibit courage daily. But this man, if you remember from the interview, if you don't, go back and listen. He wasn't walking last year. And this year he took his trekking poles and he did the mile walk. And yes, he had to stop a couple times, but the courageous part of him knew he wanted to finish this, and he did. And that took courage. And I have great respect for him. So as I thought about the word courage, I knew that this was going to be in my blog this week. But then the more I thought about it, the more I decided I wanted to use this word, the more I knew I wanted it to be a part of the podcast. Because I think that courage is something we all do. And I don't think we give ourselves credit for that. My topic this week, being courageous. Sometimes I believe that in the autoimmune world, we don't believe that we are courageous. But I want to take some time and let you know if you don't feel that way, you are courageous every day. So let's go over some of those things. Whenever I see my autoimmune clients show up on the screen, let's say that, I am amazed at their courage. However, they want to begin movement. So that's what I do. I help our MS world, our autoimmune world move. And so I get the privilege of watching that. But before this ever can take place, there's a decision to be made. And that takes courage. The courage to step out into something unknown. Will my body be able to do this? Is it going to give me the things, the strength that I need? Again, courage to make the phone call, to send the email, to say, yes, I'm willing to start this new program. So every day I see this. Every day I see courage. Every day I see people make the decision to let go of some of the fatigue. Why does movement help? Why is it courageous? Because it's a big deal to do something we haven't done. And in the autoimmune world, to decide that we're going to move after years of being told to rest is a big transition, but I've seen so many people do it. And what does it matter? What does it change when you make that decision to be courageous? Well, it allows in the movement area, it allows for you to be able to it allows for us to be able to get less fatigued. It allows for us to be helped with cog fog, with the cognitive decline. That's what movement does. It helps us to have more strength and energy during the day. but to be able to sleep at night, which is why we don't work out right before bed. But these things help us to be able to be as functional as we're able to be and live the most incredible life that we're able to live. And so I want to take a minute to go over the things that you're courageous about. I realized as I began the topic, when you leave your home each day and not knowing what it is that the day is going to hold for you, when you go to that doctor's appointment and you may not be able to get into a vehicle or your own, and you've got to take public transportation, that's courageous. When you leave your home in the public with your family or with a friend and you're going to go for the day, is your body ready to handle it? Do you have the things you need? I know for me and many others, it's the anxiousness of, okay, I'm going out for the day. What's the weather going to be like? Do I have all of my needs? Do I have all of the things that I need in order to be productive and not destroy the day for everyone else that may be attending with me? I know as a mom, there's several times as I can remember as a young mom, not wanting to disappoint the kids. So really trying to make sure I had every single thing available to me if I was too hot, too cold, if I needed to rest for a minute, if I needed to change my shoes because these weren't working for me. There's so many things that go into chronically ill people that we have to think about before we venture out anywhere. And that again is courageous. It's courageous when you face a medical decision or when you face your doctor or you're looking for answers and you're searching, like so many of us have been in the last couple of years, for that doctor that you've been on the wait list forever and ever. And you get there and you're treated less than. And we all know what that feels like. You're either invisible or you're treated as if we'd rather not deal with this, right? So it's courageous to advocate for yourself and for your loved ones. And even when you're told or looked at like you're doing something wrong, you're not. You're being courageous and sticking up for yourself because you're worth it and your family's worth it and you deserve it. And we don't deserve to be treated the way we are several times with some doctors and with some medical people. So it is courageous that you're able to stop and say, no, this is not okay. This is what I need. That takes courage. And so I am so proud every time I hear those stories. I'm proud every time I step into the Zoom or into my studio, and yet another day, another attempt, even though they're tired, they're going to work again because they know on the other side of it is independence and confidence and an ability to move more. And I am so thrilled with the courage I see every day. And so I just thought it's time that as I saw Adam today, and you're going to see some videos of that we give ourselves a little hand clap and a pat on the back, that we are courageous. And then although sometimes it doesn't feel like it, every day I see courageous, chronic ill people do the most amazing things. So don't back down. Don't beat yourself up. Life's too short. Enjoy, journal down the decisions that you've made that were courageous, even when we don't see them being courageous. Allow someone else to speak into your life and tell you how courageous you are. I've met so many newly diagnosed patients the last year, and it has been an honor to watch their courageous attitude as they take this one day at a time and they get into a program that gets their strength back and they fight this. And we know that it takes a lot of fight to go through any kind of autoimmune disease. But I really wanted to take time to really give you guys some praise and just to really celebrate with you. There's so many times that we could make the choice to give up and not be courageous, that we could just sit back. We're tired, right? It's the weather. But every time you make that phone call and you're on hold for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, waiting for the doctor, waiting for the next appointment, again, courage. Every time that you're looked at invisible or not seen in a kind way, almost like you're a bother, it takes courage to keep going. And as I prepared to go to my best friend in Denver, I think of all of you and the courageous steps you've taken. And as I'm a little bit afraid to get on the plane, I know I can do it because I've seen you do it. And you've helped me be even more courageous. So I wanted this week to give a special tribute to Adam and how exciting it was to watch the family, the love, the support, the courage that each step took. And also to remind all of us that we are courageous every day. And sometimes it feels small, but they're big steps. And they give everybody in our world encouragement to be courageous. And I couldn't be more proud of everything I've seen in this autoimmune world. And I love you. And I'm so excited to be a part of this world with you. I can't imagine the friends that I've met through the last couple of years not being with them. And so I hope that today you're able to take a minute and jot down, think of something that you've seen in your life that was courageous. And if you're stuck, ask someone who loves you. What do they see that's courageous about you? And take it in. Sometimes it's easy for us to take the negative, but my challenge to you is to take the positive this week. Find the positive and the courageous about you. And I can't wait to hear about it. Send me feedback about what you hear and about some courageous thing you've done. Again, you can always email me at moveitorloseit109@gmail.com. I would love the feedback. I'd love to hear what topics you'd like to talk about. I know that there's things that I want on the podcast, but I'd be thrilled to hear what you guys want. So let me know. Give me a rating and also let me know what topics you're excited to hear this summer and coming in the fall. So I hope you guys have a very blessed day, as much as I did today by the courage I saw. So again, have a wonderful day. Thank you again for another week of Move It or Lose It. So I'm your host, Kathy Chester, and it was an honor to be able to be with you all today. I hope that you got a lot of the word courage, and I hope that you understand that you are courageous. So I'll see you next week. Have a great week. Bye, guys. Okay, Adam, you finished it. So what was the most difficult part?
All of it.
But you did awesome.
I did.
So we're going to put this on. So super proud of him and his team and family. So glad I could
Great.
be with
I'm
you.
so glad. Thank you for being there and giving me stretches to do while I was walking and
Sure thing.
yelling at me to slow down.
You were awesome.
It's what I needed.
So excited for you. Good
Thank
job.
you. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today on Move It or Lose It podcast, where you can again find us every Tuesday and also wherever you like your podcast, whether it's Apple, Spotify, Stitcher. Join us on that. And we can't wait to see you again. We're going to have a lot of exciting guests and working together. And as always, you'll hear us say at the end of every podcast, we are stronger together. So let's do it. Let's become stronger together.